Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide, Friday Live this Friday, the 7th of July. Look, I call it Friday Live, but in fact, it's recorded. I call it Friday Live because I don't have a script and I don't edit this. It's just what you see is what you get. So if I'm making any mistakes, then you go to see them. Look, just quickly, this is actually O week or orientation week, and I wouldn't normally make a video in this week. But I've received a couple of emails from people that I'm not supposed to be replying to emails yet until Monday the 10th. But I just wanted to let you know that I have seen emails, and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. Probably over the weekend, I might come in a little bit early. And also, if you're posting the discussions over the weekend, you may see me posting in the discussions as well. Just quickly though, I just wanted to show you two things that I think will be useful to you, because these Friday Live videos, I try and provide you with practical advice. And generally, I'm trying to provide you with practical advice to successfully complete the assignments. We're a little bit early to be talking about assignments, given that we're in O week. So I'm going to show you a couple of other things that I think will be useful to you. So this is I'm up here in the corner. So this is the how you get into the student hub. So I'm just going to quickly log in. My view might be a little bit different to your view. So if what you're seeing here is different to what you have, like for example this task here that may not show up for you, then don't be concerned, because everyone has a slightly different view. It's a very personalized view when you log in with your personal ID, obviously. So in here, this is the Student Hub. Two things I wanted to show you here. Well, three things. Study resources is really excellent. Go in and check out the study resources. That's really helpful. Student New students, this is a new tab. I haven't seen this before. It may have been here, but this is the first time I've seen it. If you click on here, it takes you through some really useful information. Two things I found here that were really good was that it highlights the importance to set up your student email. So if you haven't set up your student email in Outlook, do that as soon as possible. And the other thing I really liked here was, well, the expectations glide show. I like that. But this one here, understanding your learning platforms. So your learning ecosystem and Canvas, it's really useful to have a quick look at this first, these links provide you with an introduction to navigating Canvas. And I think that having looked at this, it looks to me to be really useful. So I highly recommend going in, clicking on new student here and working through this information. The other thing I wanted to show you here, the third one is, there's email. So if you need to set up your email, just click on that and that will take you through to email. So there's four things up there. Probably you'll click through all of these at some point. The Help Hub is really useful. So student advisors, it has their contact information here. Student advisors can help you with technical support. So if you're having trouble with your laptop or you can't access some materials, the student advisors will be able to provide technical support or practical support to help you access the things that you need to complete your studies. Once you've actually started, if you're having trouble with motivation or time management, the student coaches are a really useful resource, and you just need to click on here to book an appointment and have a chat with the student coach. And myself, I'm an ELA or an e-learning advisor, and I help you with the content of this unit. So anything to do with the Learning and Communicating Online unit, which is COM 10003, I'm your port of call, and you need to talk to me in the discussions. We're not really permitted to answer email questions about the learning materials because that's sort of considered private tuition or private tutoring. And if you can ask your questions in the discussion boards, everybody benefits from your question, my answer, and of course, any other discussion that follows. So if you have questions about the content of the unit or the assignments, ask them in the discussion boards and we can all discuss them and learn there together. And we'll talk more about learning in our unit because that's one of the topics that we cover, learning models of learning. Where else did I want to go? Ah, the dashboard. So the Canvas dashboard is here, and I've just got these set up um, as my tabs. So I didn't magically press a button to get here. You can't see it, but I've got tabs up here that I clicked on. So I was here, and now I'm here in the Canvas dashboard. To get into our unit, you just need to click on the right tile, and I've only got one tile here to click on, which is learning and communicating online. And here's our unit. You can just work through all of the other bits and pieces here. I highly recommend you have a look at the how to succeed in this unit, because that if you go in there, I'll just quickly show you and scroll to the bottom, it shows you how to use these tools that we use here in this unit. So these are all very useful to have a look through those tabs. The other thing, in modules, 1.3, module 1.3, if you scroll down, that has the first reading, the first essential reading for the unit, which is the future work skills reading. If this is your first time reading what might be considered an academic text, if you're having trouble reading through this, don't be too hard on yourself. The first academic reading that I did, I couldn't get through the first paragraph. I had to go and see a friend of mine who was studying to be a teacher, and she helped me work through the words in that first paragraph. I could still remember feeling, well, not embarrassed, but challenged by this academic reading. So look, I understand if you start reading through this and you're feeling challenged by the words or the phrases or the terminology that is used, do not feel discouraged, because that is not uncommon. But if you can work through this, you might find things here that are of interest to you. One of the things that I really liked, if we go through, that social intelligence, this topic of social intelligence as a skill, I found this really interesting. So you might find that part interesting, and you just read through that part initially. There was something else here. Cross-cultural competency, novel and adaptive thinking. I found a lot of these things interesting, to be honest with you. But if you find this tough going, then just concentrate on one section of this to start with, and then you can come back to it later. So that's the essential reading for this week. And the final thing I wanted to show you, if I go back to modules and click on 1.2, this is where you can, so when you go in, you'll probably only have one unit here. I can see all of the groups. You probably will only see your group. So let's go into group 12. And this is where you'll find a brief introduction from me. I had a go at this 1-minute video. You can either make a video or you can leave a text comment. It's up to you. So don't feel pressured to make a video. You can leave a text comment if you want to. Look, that's all I wanted to show you today. This Friday of week 0. Let me go back to the dashboard. This is the Canvas dashboard I wanted to show you, and the Student Hub, which is the other important resource I wanted to show you as well. So I've done that, so I can come out of there now. Oh, and I've got here on my agenda that I wanted to show you modules 1.2 and 1.3, and I've done that as well. I'm firing. This is my first video for the teaching period. I haven't made a video for a couple of weeks, so I feel a little bit, I can't think what the word is. Anyway, here we are, where it started the teaching period, and I want you to feel very encouraged about this forthcoming journey. Week 1 and 2 are fast and furious. Don't let that overwhelm you. Well, I mean, it will probably be overwhelming, but don't let that discourage you. After the first couple of weeks, as I mentioned in my other video, it does get better. So we'll catch up with you in next Monday, but I may see you in the discussion boards over the weekend. Thanks for joining me today on First Friday Live for TP2. I'll see you in the discussions. Bye for now.